Hey everyone, it's Adele and April from Just Say Scrap with Close to My Heart, and we are here with Throw It Together Thursday. So this week we are throwing together our last 4 techniques, which are our Cricut Design Space, our mini stapler, our using Vellum, and our
fork bows.
Yay, fork bows. We are going to get started using the Cricut right away, so we are going to start by showing you what we've done on Design Space, and then we're going to throw our card together. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. So we have figured out our card design on Design Space. We are going to make this bunny card, which is on the
Artfully Sent.
Yes, Artfully Sent Cricut. However, that one is no longer available, but we still have some, so if you would like to purchase it, let us know. So we're going to go here. We're going to go up to make it. Up here. And it's going to bring us to this. All right, so we are ready to go. We've got our little bunny foo-foo. And we have our order, so it's our, I can just click them too. That's easier. It's our Happy Easter, because it's an overlay. And then our card. And all of these dots that are showing are where the score lines are going to be, because it's going to be a fun card. You'll see what it looks like when we're done. So now we're going to come over here, continue. And remember, it's going to load to our Cricut.
So our material is set to cardstock plus. We have the fine point blade in there, so everything's ready to go. I'm just going to hit the arrow button to load the page. And then the machine is going to do its thing. And then I'm going to hit the C for Cricut and also for cut.
So with a card like this, you have to make sure that because there's folds, you are actually cutting it the right way. So you want to make sure that the folds, you see how that is cut open, because we're gonna show you how to fold it. But we want to make sure that the fold is going to be the right side of the card. So we have a 2-sided paper. Both sides are going to show, but the side that we want inside is this one, and on the outside it's going to be this. So we'll show you what we mean in a second. And look, got a little leg too. So as you can see, we have all of our Cricut cuts right here. And what we actually didn't realize, which we learned as well, is with this Cricut specifically, it has a scoring blade spot. So our card did not score, but that's fine, because we figured we'll just use it as an opportunity to show you how to score something if you don't have a score line. So as you can see, I hope you can see. There we go. I'll do it up here. This is at 7 inches, so we're going to score it at 3.5. So, since I also don't have a score blade here, if you can't see, I'm going to go to 3.5.
You may want to turn that over, because we're going to be folding it.
You are correct. So, we're folding it in. So, we're going to do that. And then you basically just take your bone folder and go along the cutting line. So what my mom was just saying is, when you do your scoring, you want to make sure that you don't fold towards the line that you scored. You want to fold towards that bump always, because that's the correct side to fold it. And also, if you fold it this way, the reason you've made that indent on the one side is so it helps the paper not rip as much. So we have that, and then we have to do one more score line this way. So this one I have to be a little bit more careful because we've got our egg in the middle of it. And this time I want to fold it this way, so I am going to, which way I'm going to have mine?
1 3/4.
I'm going to have the bump on this side, so I have to, yep, do it this way. So we had 3 1/2, and now we're going to go to 1 3/4. And this one's actually a little bit easier because I can see right where that spot is on the cut. You might not be able to see it, but it's where that egg no longer decides to fold. Alright, so once again I scored it, so I'm folding towards this bump, and that egg is going to stay there. I'm going to fold it outwards. Perfect. And look, you got a little card. Isn't that so cute? So we have our Tombow adhesive here. This is a new one for us. We usually use our liquid glass or our glue pens, but this is also in our catalog, so super cool. We're gonna glue this down after we've scored it to make sure that stays perfect like that. All right, then we are going to take the inside of our card, which is this. Isn't that so cute? Oh, that's so cute. The things you find while looking through the Cricut. We're going to glue this. I'm going to go around, and then on these little edges, I'm actually going to use my glue pen to make sure that Peter Cottontail here stays down. Just like that. And then we're going to center this on the part that we've scored and press that down. And an added bonus, you got the little bunny cutout. You could even add him there. Huh? Or, that would be so cute, put him on the back of the card. Let's glue him there. And this is where you always want to put made by or made with love. We can write that right on top of the bunny.
Yes, we can. That would be awesome.
All right, and there you go.
Just
Got that?
hop in to say hi.
And that is ready to go.
So now we have our Happy Easter that we're going to glue together. So I'm going to just glue the happy and put it on top. And it's going to fit perfectly on top of there. So now you have Happy Easter.
So we are going to use the vellum on here as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my X-Acto knife. So I got that, and then I'm going to take my scissor and chop it. So since this is on the inside of your card, you're going to see the vellum on the other side, but that is not the highlight of the card here. So nobody's really going to pay that much attention to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm kind of just going to finish that off with 2 straight lines so we can glue it on the inside, and then we'll put an embellishment over it. So we just did a little experiment, and we realized that we could actually do Shinhan on the vellum. So we're gonna color this a little bit. Right. So how I'm gonna do this, because I don't really want to color it with this on here, I'm just gonna leave some little marks that will end up being colored over, just so I know my lines. So we still want to make this neat because it is going to be shown from the other side. So we are still going to make it as neat as we possibly can. And actually the Shinhan marker erases the pencil. So that works perfectly.
Oh, wow. Learn something new every day.
We do.
Well, it erases it on the vellum.
Yeah, it
Won't
does.
erase it on regular paper.
Got a little dirty when I went over it, but that's okay. Just clean off the brush like this. Perfect. And these, as you can see on the paper when I'm drawing them on the paper, they are a lot darker, but the vellum takes them up. So everything is pretty much dry. I'm just going to set this aside a little bit to make sure that it completely dries, and then we will come back to it. So we realized that if we glue it here, it's going to be seen through. So we're going to put it on the back. Why not, right?
Absolutely.
There's no mistakes in scrapbooking, only extra embellishing. I always go over it once, and then I overgo the outside edges just to make sure, because this does dry and it will dry repositionable, but you want it wet so it stays permanent. And then we're going to go right down there, and it says Happy Easter. So like we showed you last time, we are going to take our glue dots. We've got some small glue dots, very hard to see on your end. I can hardly see them, so I doubt you can. And I'm going to put them on to the two edges. And then I'm going to be very careful before I glue this down. I'm just going to code, whoops, where'd my scrap paper go? I'm going to do a coat over this just to help it stick to the vellum a little bit. And if that becomes repositionable, that is okay. We're going to line up this egg on the outside, and I'm going to push down on those two. And since this is such a colored pattern, you can't even tell at all. And there we go. That is so cool. Super, super cute. We have a few of the bows from the last one, so we are going to use those. We could even give our little bunny.
The bunny a bow.
That's cute. I'm going to give him the smaller bow,
Yes,
though.
I think
I'm
he needs
going
a
to
little
give him
smaller.
this one. And then we have to figure out where we want our stapler.
Yes, we do.
So let me find one of these glue dots. Perfect. Oh, he's so cute. I love it. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift this up slightly. If you pull very gently, oh, this is strong glue. Pull very, very gently. You should be able to lift it a little bit, just like I wanted it. And we're just going to take this, we're actually going to double it over, and I will cut it later. We want to just make it enough so I can fit the stapler under it. And I'm going to do two quick, 1, 2 on that side. And then we're going to move over to this side. And like I said, I'm just going to cut that excess off after. I should show you, remind you, that when you're doing it, the stapler will actually give you directions. See, you want to make sure, pull it tight first, and then it's in that arch. So I go 1, I'm going to go 1 more, 2. All right, and then let's cut these. And then, whoops, missed one string. And then I'm going to take that glue. It's still super sticky. I can feel it. I'm just going to re-stick that one side. Perfect. And that is our card. A lot of these cards in our Throw It Together Thursdays, we actually just try to come up with our ideas on the spot because we want to show you that you could be creative. That's right there. If you're just throwing a bunch of ideas, you're good to go. And that is our Easter card. We hope you enjoyed.
Isn't it cute?
It is. Oh, look, you can see like
and I love the egg. I just love the egg.
it looks really good with white paper too.
Yeah, it does.
Grab some white daisy here.
See how awesome that looks?
It looks so good.
And the back.
The cute little bunny. And then a happy Easter. So this is just our Throw It Together Thursday cards. If you guys have made anything, we would love to see them. If you want to post them onto our Facebook page or anything like that. I'm not sure if you can leave pictures in the comments, but let us see your artwork, or you could tag us on Instagram. Just tag us, Just Say Scrap. That's what we are on Instagram. So thank you for following us, and thank you for all of our new subscribers and everybody who's joined our journey over the past week. We're very excited to have you with us, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Okay. Bye. Hello, can you go? Yeah! Ooh.
Well, you can drink, I can't. Hey everyone, it's Adele and April with Just Say Scrap. What? I can't say these words anymore. Okay. I'm gonna lick you and I'm sick.
No! Hello, Dog James.
This week we are taking...
We're doing vellum? What are we doing, honey? Meow, 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 meow.
Sorry. So much like empty space.
Ow! There goes the phone.
Stay. We have a troll upstairs.
Troll man. I don't know. Oh, what?
I thought you ought to know.
Oh, boobs. Oh my gosh. Make me cry.
So we are going to get right. We are going to. I have the wrong thing set to cut. 1, 2, 3.